Episode of Lucas Live. I'm your host, Lucas Tyndall. Super excited to be here with you guys today. We are literally live in the building, live in the house with my man, Elec Simon. How you doing today, my man?
What's up, y'all? What's up?
What's up? This is exciting. COVID, you know, we're through it. We're hopefully through the worst of it, so we hope, and I believe we certainly are. And now we're able to do some in-person interviews. We found some creative ways to do this. We were going to have this interview outside at Centennial Plaza, but, you know, it's raining, so that didn't work anyway. So it worked out. We're actually live in my house, at the house, right outside of my in-home studio. We brought the show out here to give us a little more space, and I'm super excited to be interviewing Elec today. Dynamic guy, super energetic, but a real guy with a real story. And it's something I've had the pleasure in the last year of really connecting with Elec on, is his real life and real story, sometime behind the scenes people don't always know. He's going to share openly what he wants to share. We're going to ask questions. We're going to engage. We're going to have a good time. You guys are going to get to sit in on a conversation. That's what's happening here today. That's what we do here on Lucas Live. You guys get to lean in and take part in it. We ask that you guys share this broadcast. Call somebody, text somebody, share it on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching from. We are live on Elec's Instagram right now, but we're doing that just to get people over here. So if you're already over here, stay where you're at Lucas Live Media on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're coming from. We're super excited about it. Elec, you how you feeling today, my man?
I feel good, man. It's raining. It's pouring rain. I got soaked.
He did.
Coming in.
He came running in.
I came running in. It was like on the way here. It's like I couldn't even see the road. It was raining. It was raining so bad. It was coming down, but you know, I made it.
You made it.
I made it.
I'm glad you're here. He's my special guest here tonight. I may just let him relax, watch the game, stay. You know, they stay a while, you know, whatever. But I'm glad to have him in the house. Shout out to my wife, Corinne, for being here in the broadcast and in the house. My cousin, Christina, I see you there. Thank you guys for being there. Thank you for your love and support. Tyler Thatcher, always here, always a fan. I know you're super excited to see Elec. I appreciate that. I'm going to talk to you guys, too. I got to see Elec perform. I was actually at an event that I was working as well. But what Elec and his – is it Elec and
Elec Simon and friends.
Elec Simon and friends, ladies and gentlemen.
And that means it could be me and you. It could be me and a man. It could just any friend who I have that does music, who's a musician, I can bring them on. That's what it's like.
I did not know that. I was like, who are these people? They were incredible. Whoever you had that night, they were
great.
Amazing.
They're all touring musicians, and it's funny. I was the only one on stage that was from Canton. Well, just, you know, that lived in Canton, yeah. They're from Youngstown and Cleveland area, yeah, and they're all toured. They're all great musicians. That band you seen last Friday was great. Shout out to Michael Hall and Ariel Green, and even Micah proposing to her. He proposed to so my MD, my music director, Micah, that was his girlfriend, his fiance now, who was singing, yeah.
It's so funny. Amanda was there. Shout out to our producer, executive producer, Amanda Jean Dukes. We were there doing a live show. We were recording some interviews there that evening. And we didn't get to see everything, but we got to hear it, and it was amazing. And she said, I think somebody proposed to somebody. We're like, I don't even know. We didn't even know what was really happening. There was so much going on, but that's super exciting. Yeah. I can't wait to hear about them. I can't wait to hear about just that general vision of Elec Simon and friends and what it means. I can't wait to get out there. Now, I'm not a musician, but, you know, maybe he needs an extra talker. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody to help keep the crowd going. Although he's already phenomenal at that. Elec is playing the drums, directing the choir. No, he's getting the musicians to do their thing, and he's keeping the crowd going. I'm like, how's he doing everything? Like, this dude is I'm like, is that Elec doing everything? Like, this is amazing, man. I was blown away. I was like, this guy is.
Oh man, thank you, bro.
You're I would say, and we're gonna take a commercial break real quick and come back. Make sure you guys keep sharing this, keep telling people to come check out this broadcast. You're not a one-man band, although you're not a one-man band because you choose not to be. Right? Because you have the skill to do anything and everything. There doesn't have to be Elec Simon and friends. You could Elec do enough. I've heard you sing. You could tap dance. You could drum. You could do so many dynamic. You're engaging. You could be a motivational speaker. And yet you still bring people in. We're going to talk about that today. I'm interested to hear why you choose to bring more people in.
That's a good topic. Wow.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't, right? Yeah. A lot of people are like...
It's a good topic. Uh-oh.
They're like, stay away. You're like, come on in, friends. So we love that. We respect that. We appreciate that. Man. You guys stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this great interview. We'll see you guys right after this commercial break. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Lucas Live. You can keep that going if you want. However you want to do it. We got commercial breaks.
Commercial breaks.
It's the intro.
Commercial break.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, the process can be stressful. Why not have an expert help you take the guesswork out? Brianna Lehman, realtor at Keller Williams Legacy Group, treats all of her clients as if they're her only one. She works diligently to ensure that every real estate transaction is stress-free and pleasant. She builds lasting relationships with her clients because her job does not end when the deal does. Contact Brianna today to discuss your buying or selling options at 330-265-9079.
Are you looking to give your vehicle a luxury upgrade? Look no further, we have just the right touch. Flawless Touch Window Tinting has professional technicians who will enhance the appearance of your vehicle through window tinting, auto detailing, or audio installation while maintaining the integrity of your vehicle. To inquire or schedule your appointment, call or text 234-410-6857. Flawless Touch Window Tinting, professional installation with affordable pricing.
In Epitomize University, you will learn the perfect strategy for success based on spiritual principles. Spiritual psychologist Dr. Anthony Rodman will be your instructor in a live virtual classroom. For just $100 a month, you can join Epitomize University and learn the perfect process to creating generational wealth. Enroll today and take the first step of completely changing your life by signing up at successepitomize.com/epitomized university. All right, and we're back. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys check out our great sponsors. Please support their businesses. You guys saw Flawless Touch for window tinting. You saw Brianna Lehman for a wonderful realtor in this area. You saw Success Epitomized, Epitomize University. If there's something you're interested in, personal or professional development, make sure you check that out at successepitomize.com and more. And we have some more commercials. Shout out to all of our sponsors. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor of the show, you sponsor us while we sponsor you. We sponsor you in bringing you out here in front of more people, and you help us continue to do the great things that we're doing. So thank you to everybody who's been a sponsor so far, and thank you for everybody who's going to. And shout out again to yesterday's news show, Lucas Live News. Shout out to Amanda and everybody who checked that out. If you didn't see it, go back and watch that. That was a lot of fun. We'll be doing more local news there. If you have some good stories, reach out to us. Let us know your good stories so we can share those things. So back to you, Elec. Let's start with again, Elec Simon and Friends. What is that about? Again, a lot of people, we live in a world, unfortunately, and this isn't everybody, but bands normally break up because they don't want to share. They don't want to share the stage. They don't want to share the fame. They don't want to share the money. And yet you have so much you could do alone. People will come out to see you alone, especially here in Canton. I mean, and you've been around the world. Why Elec Simon and Friends?
Elec Simon and Friends started long time ago when I first got off Stomp. When I first stopped doing Stomp, I moved back home from New York City, from Harlem, and then I did the tour, and then I was like, I'm done. It started with Adrian Martin. Adrian Martin's from Akron. Okay. He's the first friend of Elec Simon.
All right, right? Shout out.
He's the first original, no matter what. And then I would do school shows. You know what I'm saying, around Canton, Akron area, Cleveland area, and then it just expanded from them. And I met a couple young musicians here, and I met some young musicians there, and I formed a band. And then some people said, "Hey, can my boy get on?" Brought them on, and then say, "Hey, Elec, can I sit in?" And brought them on, and they became one of the friends. And then it's like it just grew. I just started using just different people. I said, "Wait a minute, this is a name, Elec Simon and Friends." You know what I'm saying? And then it's like I just like sharing the stage and just. If you could play a tambourine, Luke, I
can play a tambourine and a kazoo. All right, so I can play some stuff. All right, I'm thinking I can't play some stuff. All right, I can probably, I can tap a bucket. I probably can't play some. But I've seen you work with kids. See, you've made people who are a novice at this or have never really been a drummer at all have confidence in an ability to do something. So not only are you bringing in friends, let's talk about a little bit about bringing people in and empowering them through the power of drumming. Where did that come from?
I mean, I'm a drummer. I'm a percussionist. When people, one thing that's like, it's crazy, especially around here, it's like when people say, "Hey, I heard you're playing downtown. So what time you start?" And I say 6 o'clock, and they say, "Okay, so what time you guys getting started?"
They're like 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, and then they say, "Okay, is it just you, or are you just drumming?" I'm like, "I'm not going to drum for 3 hours." So it's like it goes back to like, no, I got a full band, a full company. But when I do drum circles, that's where the community outreach and the wisdom and me just speaking my mind on stage comes, because everybody's coming together, and it takes a lot to do a drum circle. It's not just me conducting. I need the right people there with me. I need the right people there. I mean, I have done in-service done drum circles by myself, but it's better when I have some of my team members with me. Yeah, I guess I should say. Yeah, man, it's just I've been doing that for a long time, and then the empowerment, even Elec Simon and friends, like when I used the enrichment kids, the one first Friday, I think it was in May. No, the June first Friday. Yeah, I used the enrichment kids.
Amazing.
Yes, they was Elec Simon and friends. They was in friends. But I just opened up my stage for them so people can see who enrichment was, and then the crowd. So just I just like to open it up.
Betty Mack, shout out to Betty and all that she does on the enrichment program here in Canton and all the youth that she's worked with. And she was a guest on the show last season, and I think we already have a date set for her to come back. Super excited about the work that she's doing. So I saw that, and I was like, it was incredible. Again, this inclusion instead of exclusion. Again, help us understand that somebody out there is thinking, somebody out there is thinking they don't know how to do that, or they're fearful that someone may take their shine, right? Like I'm looking up there, these people are singing and doing their thing, and you're just as engaged if you're sitting there just playing the beat just to keep things flowing, or whether you're kind of keeping them going, or whether you're talking to the crowd, you shouted us out. I'm like, he's doing so much. But again, inclusion versus exclusion, I'm not trying to take jabs at anybody who may not understand that. I hope to bring some enlightenment to people that it's possible, because you're showing that it's possible.
You got the right person on the show, because you know me, I'll hold my tongue.
He tells the truth.
Amanda, I don't hold my tongue.
Tell him.
You said inclusion. What is it again?
Yeah, inclusion rather than exclusion. You include people rather than exclude people. You're not looking to see who you cannot work with. Even coming on my show, doing things, you're like, how can I help people grow? You've told me from day one, like, I'll be there. And you're like, you're going to do great things. I always bring that back up, because I was very new at this media thing. I'm only a little over a year in. Elec comes on my show, somebody who's been an MC, a host. He's been on stages around the world. And he comes on my thing and it's like, you're going places, keep going, and I'll support you. I'll be there for you anytime. I'll come on the show anytime. I'll shout you. Like, that's the kind of mindset. That's the heart of Lucas Live and Lucas Live Media. It's about spreading that positivity and love. Again, for you, like, where does that come from?
It comes from my mom, to be honest with you. Yeah. My mom always told me, even when people don't like you, still invite them.
Wow.
That's hard. That's hard to what?
Like, why?
It's just hard. Not saying that. It's just, I've always, and like I said, there's a lot of musicians and a lot of people I would love to work with, but I know they don't support me.
Interesting.
And which is fine, which is fine. But me being who I am, I always would open up my stage to people. Yeah. And as far as like inclusion, I like that you said inclusion
rather than exclusion. You're looking to bring people in rather than you got entrances rather than exits, right?
Yes.
Inclusion rather than exclusion.
Right.
Your mindset is, you got the kids want to be a part.
Right.
Other musicians want to be a part.
Right.
You're from Cleveland, Akron. You're in this new $12 million Centennial Plaza.
Right.
What a time to shine. And each time you keep bringing in friends and letting other people share the stage.
Well, Luke, that goes with saying like, hey, there's enough food here so everybody can eat. And I just like sharing my platform with the right energy people. They got to have good energy. You got to have good energy. If you have a dark side to you, you can't be on my stage. And I've done that before, and I messed up and done that before. I brought people on school shows, brought me in, I was like, okay, they're just riding on my coattail.
They're here for themselves.
They're trying
to push you down and pull themselves up.
There's been tons of times where they thought they was bigger than what they was like, well, I brought you on here, you know what I'm saying? And then, there's been back talk, and there's tons of people, you know what I'm saying? But, you always find things out. But then you still I still reach my hand out and say, hey, man, come with me. Even though I know I set you up, I introduced you to people who helped your career.
Right.
I still say, come on, I got you here. There's a spot right there. I don't know why. And a lot of people don't know. I don't know. People probably watching like, bro, why are you doing that? What are you doing, man? No, forget them. Cancel them. But that's what, it's funny. We're on that. Yeah. And I got to bring up Pastor Mike from Faith Family. I went to Faith Family 2 weeks ago with my buddy Cooper and Fred Dean. I ride motorcycle with him.
Right.
And Pastor Mike said, in the world today, if you don't agree or even try to understand where somebody's coming from, people just cancel you out.
Sad but true.
They just cancel.
They don't ask any questions. They don't try to figure out where it came from.
They don't try to figure out where it came from. They just say, okay, fine. You don't agree with me. I'm going to cancel you out.
Yep.
So some people might be like, Elec, I don't agree with that. If people do you wrong, why are you still helping them out? Because if we're all going to be real about this, and I'm not making this a religious thing, ain't that what God wants us to do?
That is what God. We reap what we sow. What you plant is what will grow.
Yes.
So you keep planting seeds of love and sharing and caring. Now, also, I believe what God said, love your neighbor. My opinion is he didn't mean everybody in the sense that he did not mean he wants you to feed. He doesn't want you to help your enemies become worse, and he doesn't want to create enemies of God. So he's not like when I say love is a bond. So I think God is not saying bond with your enemy. I mean, we have to define what love is, right? If love is just an emotional feeling, we know we don't have positive emotional feelings towards our enemies.
Right.
I believe love is a bond, and if it's a bond, what you're realizing on that stage at times or at school sometime is that I can't bond with everybody.
I can't. And you know what? And it's funny, but there's a lot of, and like I said, I know we're live, and I'm not gonna, bring names up, but I'm just honest. It's hard for me to be fake. It's hard for me not to say what I feel.
Yeah.
But it's like I will open up a door. I will speak. I will share my stage with you. And to go back what you're saying, in inclusion.
Yeah.
I have a platform. I've been blessed to have a platform, so I'm going to use it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Only if you mean well. But here's the thing.
Right. Okay.
Now here's the thing. Now here's where.
All right.
Now here we go. Look.
Let's go.
Look.
All right.
Now here we go.
Let's go.
That's what's wrong with some cities.
Okay.
That's what's wrong with. I'm gonna say it. That's what's wrong with black people in general. With us, with African American people.
Okay.
If you're not doing the right thing, if you haven't put the footwork in, don't expect Lucas Live to put you on your show when your stuff isn't together. Don't even say nothing. But then again, okay, man, I want to help you. I want to do. Okay, what
if you want to help me? Do you want to help me, or do you want me to feed you?
What do you have that's prepared though?
Exactly.
So I can sell you. You just don't put me on your show. What are you going to talk about?
And we're going to sit here and talk about your dream.
Exactly.
Of 10 years from now. I can't help you.
Exactly. There's a lot of people that have ideas out there. Man, I got this idea.
Everybody's got ideas.
But nobody. You have to move. You have to execute. You got to move. I'm moving, but it's not about Lucas Live not putting you on the show.
Right.
It's not about Elec Simon not putting you on the stages. I need to see some type of progress. Yes. That's why people say, "Hey, man, I can never get a show there." Because you're not going to put no butts in the seats because nobody knows you yet.
Yes, you haven't done the footwork.
You haven't done the footwork. So people have come to me tons of times. I'm like, but anyway, that's a whole nother episode. That might be season 17.
No, I love it, and it's important.
It's important, but I just had to say that. No, but I just that's probably something that you wanted to get off your your chest.
Thank you for opening that door. This show is about education, motivation, liberation.
Right.
Education. We need to educate people about that. Somebody is wondering, how do I get in at Centennial Plaza? How do I get in at these places to play? And I'm a musician. I have some skills. Nobody will give me a chance. It's because people don't have you have not put in the work yet to get that. To reap what you've sown, you haven't sown enough yet. Everybody's just trying to go grab the spotlight, grab it all, and haven't done anything. I just showed Elec we're here in my house, in my basement, outside of my little studio, and I just showed him. I said, "This is where the magic happens. It's a room in the basement. I got a green screen. I got some lights. And every day I learned a little bit more. I did 100 episodes in less than 8 months.
Wow.
And I met great people like Elec, great others. I've had opportunities now getting in places with press passes, things I never dreamed of, because I was willing to work my plan. I wasn't just praying and waiting on God. God, just do it without me doing anything. He's like, faith without works is dead. What do you do? Are you willing to give the measure to get the things that you want?
Wow.
And so many people aren't, and they're waiting on a magic thing to happen. They're waiting on God to just do it, or they're waiting on God to use Elec to just do it, even though they're not ready and they haven't given the measure. So education, motivation, liberation. Liberation is the opportunity to be free. I can't set anybody free, but we can give you the education and the motivation to change your thinking so that you can have the opportunity to be free. That's what we hope everybody gets from this show. So that's a perfect topic. So,
right. And you know what you said, plan, work your plan. My little cousin Walk, he's called Chancey D. He has a clothing line out that's called To The Brand. But our Uncle Richard used to say, plan your work and work your plan.
Whew.
So, I mean,
simple.
Plan your work
and work your plan.
So everybody listening, not saying that me, I'm not saying a door don't get discouraged and say, okay, well, Elec and Lucas said I haven't worked hard enough, so I'm not going to know. Kick down the door.
Yeah.
Just be ready. You need to be in that kitchen cooking. I've been preparing, putting the stick of butter, the flour. I've been preparing, I've been doing everything
recipes.
For all these recipes from New York City to on the streets where it's raining to where your jeans are wet. Stuff falling on your back on the subway. You ain't got no money in MetroCard. And then getting in stomp and then traveling. I did it. I did it all. I was in the kitchen. So keep cooking. Don't give up. All I'm saying is make sure you got your stuff set. So when you do come on Lucas Live show, it just rolls, and you're not repeating things that you said already.
I love it. Elec, don't be mad that you're sharing this. This is liberating to somebody out there who's listening, who's learning, who's growing. We want to collaborate, and I know Elec and myself were about. Shout out to Tyler Thatcher. He said 20 minutes in and gems are being dropped already. Shout out to him. Appreciate you, Coach Thatch. Shout out to you. All love to you, my man. Everything going on there. But that's my guy. So it's important for us. Preparation. Yes, my wife said preparation is so important. We have to be prepared for the opportunities to come. And that is what a lot of people are missing. And it's good news, everybody, because you can start today. You can start your show today. If you want help starting a live show, reach out to me. I can't do it all for you, but I can tell you what I do. I'll tell you every camera, every light, everything I got. Every microphone. I'll send you the Amazon links. I actually have a worksheet that I already started putting together. So if anybody because so many people were asking me, I can just send you the Google Doc. Like, here you go. It's no secret. I'm not trying to.
Wow, you're gonna help them out.
There's enough space and time for everybody to do their thing. Just like there's enough stages for people to perform on.
Yes.
And we realize that by sharing more, it opens up more opportunities for us because you reap what you sow.
And one more thing. And if there's anybody in your crew or if anybody, your friends, do not, and I see this happen to young artists, rappers, musicians, they let their friends hold them back from their dreams because their friends don't get along with people, their friends don't rock with people, so they stay loyal to their friends other than going for their dream. I just talked to a young boy, drummer. I was like, bro, you got to get away. He's like, oh, he doesn't mess with these people in LA, so I'm going to be loyal to my friends, but they want you to drum for them and they want you to be, but you're
the door's open.
The door's open. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't let your friends hold you back from dreams. That's one thing. My friends, my best friends in the world, who would die for me, they would say, Elec always did his thing. They say, hey, I'll be right back. Yeah, because I was going to go do my thing.
I love it. So we got to go to higher levels in order to help take people to higher levels. Yes. Shout out to my wife. She says success equals how many people you help. That is success. And we learned that in Success Epitomized. We were interested in that. We shouted out that and we shared the commercial. Success is about how many people we help. It's more than money. It's more than fame and fortune. All that stuff will come. But it's really about making a difference. And that's what I love about Elec. And I always say this about Elec. I met Elec. I knew Elec before I met Elec. He was Elec Simon, the drummer, the guy touring, the guy, off Broadway Stomp. I only kind of knew about that. I'm like, Stomp? Like, I couldn't believe. I'm like, I know what Stomp is. Like, he's stomping around here. He was on Stomp. He was in New York on Stomp. All right, so shout out to that. But I knew of him, and I would see him at the barbershop, and I'm like, I would be like, I don't just run up to him and be like, Elec, I see you on social media. I see you on TV or something.
Right.
But I would just sit back. But he would always show everybody so much love. And you didn't even know me, but I just remember you walking up to everybody as you left, like, love you, love you, love you. And I'm like, number one, man to man, that's different. Number two, you don't know me, but you're sharing love with me in a way that made me feel like that's somebody who I can know. like I am going to have an opportunity to get to know him more because he's open. He's not walking around with this celebrity aura like you can't touch me, you can't talk to me. You walk around again with that inclusive mindset. So what's up with all the love, my man? What's up? I've asked you this before, but I want people, season 2, maybe y'all didn't see season 1. I know I've asked him this before, but it's important because I think it says a lot about who you are. What's up with all the love?
Well, I just believe, my faith just got restored. Number one, I'm not afraid to talk about anything.
I love it. I appreciate it. Let's talk about it.
We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're Lucas Live. Lucas doing great. I mean,
I
y'all can judge me if you want. It is what it is.
Let's do it.
My faith just got restored.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my friend Danielle. Shout out to Pastor Matt of Woodlawn Church.
Okay.
You know, I helped them too, you know, for helping me. God, like, put them in my life, and just Pastor Matt, I met when he's at Elec Simon office and talk.
That's awesome.
My faith just got restored.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized the more love I put out, I think that's why I was so hurt.
Drained and
when all the riots was going on and all the stuff was going on, and, you know, May 29th.
People were mad at you.
It was the worst day of my life, and it's about I have the chapter in my book that's called May 29th.
If you don't mind sharing, let's tell the story a little bit about that. May 29th, 2020. If whatever you want to share, whatever you feel comfortable sharing.
I don't care, man.
Okay. And you and I talked right around that time. Within days of that, we had happened to talk, and I know you were going through a lot. Last year, there was a lot of things going on racially in our country, as you guys know, in the middle of a pandemic. People are marching in the streets, including in Canton, Ohio. And what was kind of playing out there for you?
I feel like I got pushed into that, bullied into that, because I feel like my back was against the wall. Because
you were called to come out and speak. Is that what happened?
I wasn't called, but people was like, "Hey, whose side are you on?"
Oh. In this race thing.
In this race thing, because the community, are you for this? Are you for this? Are you for this? Are you? And I'm like, man, okay, I'm gonna go do my own thing.
Yeah.
Went down, talked positive. Of course, the news cut out things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, people cut out things, and people was dogging me on Facebook and saying you sell out and blah blah blah, and putting thumbs down. And other people who I thought were my friends, other people would dog me, and other people who I thought my friends would heart what they was dogging me.
Wow.
So I'm like, yeah. So it's like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. But that's all covered. You know, that's all done with. But some people today, I don't talk to them today, and I know there's people right now that don't like me. There's probably people that's watching the show right now that don't agree with it. You know, you're either a sellout or a house, blah blah blah.
Okay.
If you don't think like somebody else.
Yep.
But being black ain't what I'm trying to be.
I feel you.
It's what I am. You know what I'm saying? Just like Carlton said on Fresh Prince. Being black ain't what I'm trying to. It's what I am. But I have to have tough skin, and I believe God has not blessed me yet with that $10 million contract that I'm gonna get here soon.
Yes.
And you know, I believe God hasn't blessed me with that because He's saying, Elec, if you're letting little things like this in a small city get to you, what are you gonna do when you're in front of the world? And you've been in front of great big things. What are you gonna do when you're in front of the world and people?
That's so
good.
Wait, God said the same thing to me.
Hold on, wait.
You already know.
No, hold on, no, Lucas, you understand me, right?
Okay, yes.
Hold on.
Yes.
Now listen to me.
All right.
A mutual friend that we know.
Okay.
Big brother, me, one of the best musicians around. Director. He moved back home.
Yeah.
When I was doing my drum, I'm not gonna say no names, but if he's watching, he'll see it. Right. When I was doing my drum circle.
Okay.
June 2nd, when I had in Richmond.
Yep.
And I had everybody down there. He said, hey, what's up, Ellie? He had to go walk around. He said, yeah. He's like, I forgot to tell you this. He's like, somebody was a vendor or something downtown. No name, so they don't know who I'm talking about. He went up to the vendor and knew the guy.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, so what's going on there? Oh, he said, oh, Elec Simon's doing a drum show. He's like, oh, I don't mess with that dude. And then my friend was like, why? He probably don't even know you. He's like, no, I don't mess with that dude. And my dude put the product back, said, hey, have a nice day. Didn't even buy it.
Wow.
Didn't even buy it. But the thing about it is, I'm like, who? I'm like, well, I don't even know who that is. But long story short, same thing with Lucas Tinsdale. Like, this city, people was mad because I was downtown talking. Yeah. People were saying, he ain't even from Canton, so why is he repping? I'm not representing nobody. I'm just trying to bring peace down
there. Right.
People was mad because he ain't even from Canton, and boom, boom, boom. And then but then people knew that I was close to some of their family, and then they calmed down. I was like, okay, Elec, I apologize, boom, boom, boom. The people that mattered apologized, and we
showed love, and
we was cool. We had to talk. The people that mattered, The other people, I don't.
It doesn't matter.
I don't care about.
Right.
But that May 29th has kept me last year when them riots came, downtown was the worst day ever, but it was the best day. May 29th has kept me even more as an introvert, even more to myself.
Interesting.
And it's, yes, I had mental breakdowns. I'll tell it on the news.
Yeah.
No, ain't nobody out there
And nobody
perfect.
should be ashamed of that.
I'm not ashamed at all. Look at me right here. You see me?
Living, doing great, but we have those moments. We hit that rock bottom, they say.
Almost ended up in the thing. I was like, okay, my mom, everybody's like, you're going crazy. But I was going crazy, Lucas Tyndale, because I was trying to figure out why y'all are throwing negative things at me.
Right. What did I do? I said what I believe. You say what you believe. Can't we all just be okay?
That's why I was mad. That's why I was like, wait a minute.
It's okay.
That's why the mental breakdown. My mom said something. She said, listen, you preach more than anybody saying, hey, who cares who don't like you? Move on. She said, you need to listen to your own words. I said, so thank you, Mom.
Yep.
It's tough, but then me, I got a big heart. And when you said, Elec, where's all the love from? My heart's big, so I want to help people. So it hurt me. I'm like, why? I'm like,
you're giving so much love. That wasn't the harvest you deserved to reap.
At all.
That's what happened. And it hurt.
And it made me shut down, but it made me rise. Yeah. And it's going to make me rise even more.
Yes.
And then you're not even able to get to me.
Yes.
He's going to make me rise.
That is not
even
a crazy
more. He's not even going to be. I'm not even going to be here anymore. Like, Elec, don't leave
it's
no more.
No disrespect.
It's
just what God will do.
It's just God to do. Elec, I'm going to take you over here. Maybe you have me move back to the New York City.
Yes.
I don't know. It's just like, man, I didn't have a chance to tell him sorry, even though they might not want to.
Yep.
That's what bothered me. But it's in my book. May 29th was the worst day, but the best day. But it taught me to sit back like a fly on the wall and watch.
Yeah.
So I don't go nowhere no more.
Okay.
And that's bad. I mean, maybe that had to happen though.
Yeah.
I'm not even on Facebook no more.
I've seen that.
Yes. Not deactivation. I deleted it. The whole face, and it's the best decision I've ever made in my life because I don't know what's going on. I don't see the fights.
You don't have to worry
about it. I don't see the
race.
I don't see none of this. I don't have to worry about that. And all I got to do is focus on what God got me doing is trying to change the world the way I can because I was getting sidetracked by Facebook. I was reading comments.
Yes.
So people out there who, if you're reading comments,
they're hating, they're angry, they're unhappy in themselves, so they're trying to project that into your life.
They're going to second guess yourself. Don't second guess yourself ever from a comment. Anybody out there listening, if you're on Facebook and you're posting something great and somebody says something that you could say, hey man, it's so sunny, it's 90 degrees out. Somebody's going to say, hey, around 4 o'clock they said it's going to thunderstorm, so it ain't 90. Don't get discouraged by them comments. Them comments will drain your life. Listen to me. I know for a fact. And it's been the best journey ever not being on Facebook. I'm just on Instagram and Twitter.
I love it. I love it. And what you gave light to, and we're going to get to a commercial here in just a minute. What Elec just gave light to is we have to be careful about what we let penetrate us. And a shout out to Dr. Anthony Roman who taught me this lesson. We think of things from a physical standpoint. Like we even think of like chastity and modesty. We think of modesty as especially our girls and women covering their bodies, right? Modesty is actually covering up things because everybody doesn't need to know all of Elec. Everybody doesn't deserve to have all of Elec's heart. Everybody doesn't deserve to see the precious private part of Elec. And when you show it to everybody, people tend to misuse it, right? The other idea of chastity is not just, people think of it as literally physical sex, like don't have sex. No, it's not letting things penetrate you. Which social media, all these things a lot of times penetrate our heart and our mind and they cause us to malfunction. It's penetrating us and we have to practice chastity. See, he removed himself. And I used to say this all the time. People always talk about practicing abstinence. And I would always say people need to practice absence. They need to not be in that situation. Don't be in that room. Be absent from being in the dark alone, quietly, with the music playing. Be absent from the situation and you don't have to worry about abstinence, right?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
The same thing is true.
Man, jeez.
When it comes to people, there's some people who need to be absent from your life and some people you need to be absent from their life. That is not wrong. That is scripture. That is biblical. It is absolutely right that we have to separate ourselves from things that are evil, things that are bad, things that might penetrate us and impregnate us with negative ideas, thoughts, concepts, beliefs that are slowing us down and stopping us from being the great beings that God created us to be. Everything you're doing, you're going internal to get a greater external reward. That's God. That is God's plan. The problem is most of us have not been taught that. We're so busy trying to love everybody, which we're giving all of ourselves to people who don't deserve it.
Oh, man.
So we got to stop prostituting ourselves. Everybody don't deserve your goodies. Everybody don't deserve the best of you in all ways. All right. So just know that. Shout out to my guy, Dr. Anthony Roman, In God's Image. We have these great conversations. on Saturdays and Wednesdays in God's Image. Go to wearegodsimage.com. We learn about this type of stuff, and it's helped me so much because last year was a tough year for me too, and we made it through. We're going to go to a quick commercial. We're going to come back, and we're going to keep this conversation going. Thank you guys for all your love and support. We'll be right back.
Man.
Our viewers want to see the products and services that you provide. Don't make them search the internet and find your competitors. Give the people what they want. Make it easy for them by advertising your products and services here on Lucas Live. We'll create a professional commercial for you and play it live for our viewers. If you're ready to grow your reach and take your business to the next level, email us today at ads@lucaslivemedia.com. Lucas Live Media is ready to share our live streaming secret with you. We use Restream. Restream is a go-to live streaming solution that helps you produce engaging, high-quality live content and maximize your audience reach. With Restream, you can launch and demonstrate new products in real time, drive flash sales and promotional offers, and host interviews, Q&As, and talk shows or podcasts. You can chat with your audience in real time with Restream. For more information and all that Restream has to offer, go to Restream.io. That's Restream.io, and be sure to message Lucas Live Media for our special referral code.
And we're back. We're having a great time here. It's a pleasure for me, Lucas Tyndale, to be here with my friend, Elec Simon. We're talking about some powerful, important things. We hope you guys have shared this broadcast. If you haven't, there's still time. Please share the broadcast. Share it here on social media. Share it to groups you belong to. Call somebody, text somebody. Tell them we're on YouTube, Facebook, wherever they watch shows or do things like this. We'd love to have them. LinkedIn, we're on LinkedIn at Lucas Tyndale. Make sure you guys check us out. Like and follow the page as well, so you guys can always get notifications of the great shows that we're doing, the great guests we have. Also, real quick, I want to shout out my guy, Steve Beatty. You know Steve Beatty.
Oh, he's the best. That's my brother.
Steve Beatty has recently come out with some spices, right? Take a smell of that, man. I mean, this is like,
woo, Steve.
Real.
Go ahead, boy. Cut that fruit. Hey, Steve is cold. That's my bro, man.
You got to check out the Pop Secret by Stephen C. Beatty. He has spices available on his Etsy website. Reach out to me if you need more information about that. Check out Steve Beatty. He's on social media. He will be our guest here next week virtually. He's in North Carolina, South Carolina. I always forget where he's at. But he's going to be traveling on tour in a minute. I know he's going to be doing a show soon with his spices. Pop Secret, shout out to his father, who he does everything in honor of. Shout out to my man, Stephen C. Beatty, and all that he does.
He's great. Steve's
He's a great guy.
He's great, man. He's awesome. Steve, man, this is real, right?
It's
the real deal.
He got spices like life is about to change around here, so we're gonna let that sit right there.
Yeah,
y'all check out that Pop Secret. We got it live here. We gonna make a little something, but we gonna have him here next week on the show. So shout out to him, Steve.
Hey,
he's in there. What's up, my God, my man?
Steve, teach me how to cut a cantaloupe. Cause I don't know how I be messing it up and be cutting the. I'm like, man, I need to call Steve.
You're not even trying to carve it. You're just trying to eat it, right? He's just trying to eat it.
He's cold, man. That's a great. That's in talking about Steve, which is crazy. When I got my Be Me award, for my Be Me Genius Award in Akron, Be Me Genius Award, they pick. It's a all black organization. They pick humanitarians.
Wow.
In your state, they only pick like 3 or 4 in your state.
I remember that. Yeah.
And Steve came to one of the ceremonies when I first got picked, just for GP, just to come, just to show up. That's a real dude right there. Him and Rob Thompson, saying one of his best friends, Sexy Rob.
Yep.
But yeah, just shot it like that's crazy that how God works. Steve is another one who's born and raised here, who said, Elec, you just got to keep doing. Who cares? Yeah. Who cares what people? Yeah. He said, just keep doing you. And back to what you were saying on Facebook, because you almost threw the microphone across the floor because I got excited.
Right.
But I want to tell somebody out there who is listening, we're not. Is it invincible? What is that?
Right, invincible.
Invincible. Me and Luca, we're invincible. When you're in alignment, you're not invincible. I second guessed my mission.
Wow.
When all that was happening, that's another mental thing.
Yeah.
I second guessed my mission. Why am I even doing this?
Wow.
Well, that made me second. Facebook made me second guess my image, and I was reading the comments and doing everything. I was like, am I supposed to be doing this?
Right.
Then I had to dig deep. But that's another reason why I had to just let it. I just had to let it.
Yeah.
Just had to let it go. And it's good for for things like this and people promoting and everything. But I did all that. I've done all that.
You've done that.
I did it and done that. Had my first 1 million view video was on Facebook. Wow. Me doing the bucket with no sticks had 1 million views, and that was it. That was my first one ever. And I was like, but this year I was like, I'm just done. And I feel it's a little bit extra stress that's off.
I love it.
That's off me. So
what he did. We're not gonna go too deep again, but what you were willing to do was die to yourself. That's what it is. We are called to. We feel suicidal because we're called to die. We read the scripture. It's like you have to die and die daily and die to yourself and die to the person we've created to survive in this world. We've created an image and likeness that's not the image and likeness of God. We've created our own thing, and we're drowning out there trying to become something to satisfy people, and they don't even know who they are. We're trying to figure out who we are through the lens of people who don't know who they are. We can't do that. And so sometimes you have to be willing to die to yourself. I took a break from doing Lucas Live as a show. I pulled back. I'm doing a couple other shows, and I was doing some other things. But for me, it was a chance to step back and say, it doesn't matter. Even though I'm season 2, it's been months since I really was doing Lucas Live as a show like this. And I pulled away, and it was like, I'm dying to myself. That's who everybody knows me as. But it doesn't matter. Because I still have love for people. I'm still who I am.
Right.
Even if I'm not doing this one thing that you expect to see me doing every day, I don't have to do that. If you love me, you love me. If you don't, you don't.
That's deep.
But I have to be willing to not be so caught up on my own personal fortune and fame, because at the end of the day, if we don't know why we're doing it, we get lost in the mess anyway. And what you said, God told you, he told me. He said, Lucas, I have to teach you how to deal with local fame before I take you where I'm taking you. Because when I take you, it's all of this amplified. So if you can't show love and know who to connect with and who to disconnect from here, you won't be able to do it in the bigger lights, because you'll think you have to connect with everybody because they have more money, they have nicer cars, they have nicer things. There's going to be some shows and some things and some stages and some guests that I'm going to have to say no to. It's going to be a celebrity, and everybody be like, you said no. I'm like, I got to follow the plan.
You got to follow the plan,
life,
man. You got to,
not
that's
just
deep.
do what's popular.
And you know what? That's, and I always come up with these, what is it? Is it metaphor or metaphor or
simile or metaphor? We're not going back to. I don't know that great. No,
what's it?
I just know metaphor. An analogy
or something like that. Yeah,
got you. I didn't know.
I'm just, while you're talking, I'm sitting here thinking about it. I believe that God, and I'm still on tour with Pieces of a Dream. We go back on tour in a couple weeks.
Congratulations.
And we actually played at Akron Civic. They just they added that on our tour, Akron Civic, August 28th for Pieces of a Dream.
And that was shut down last year.
It was shut down.
It was gone.
And now it's back.
Awesome.
And like back on tour, back on MCing and everything. And I just got asked to do the Children's Sex Trafficking Conference, Against Sex Trafficking Conference in Salt Lake City, Utah with Lewis Howes.
That's so cool. I love it. Lewis Howes is one of the biggest podcasters in the world.
And he's the one that got me. He called me and said, hey, what are you doing on July 30th?
Wow.
And then I was like, nothing. He's like, I need you to bring me on stage. I need you to
come out and do your thing.
Play, yeah. So I'm like, so I'm doing that, and I believe in that. You know what I'm saying, with the trafficking and everything going on in the world. I was like, yes, put me down. So I'll be in Salt Lake City there. But what I was saying was, with Lucas Live, with you stopping and me and anybody else out there who's watching, who has a dream, Steve Beatty, anything, I believe our dream ain't gonna come until we fix our life. There's a lot of things I have to fix. My mental. There was an addiction that I had. I fixed that I'm still struggling with, and everything like that. So it's like God's like has you on the plane. Your bags are up there. Your seatbelt's on. Your iPod's off, and you're still on the runway, and you're still just driving. I'm like, bro, what's wrong?
Yes.
But I know pretty soon I'm gonna start seeing them white lines. You know, when the plane go like this to get ready, it's happening. I just have there's things I have to fix.
You're next up
with me.
There's some things you gotta
inside,
fix.
And I'm gonna tell you how you fix them.
All right.
You be real with yourself. You look in the mirror. Don't hustle yourself. A lot of people look in the mirror and they hustle
and they
themselves.
lie to themselves.
And I'm on camera in front of I don't know how many people's watching and everything. I'm not gonna get my dream until I know how to deal with things locally.
Wow.
But my dream came. People say, Elec, what are you talking about?
Right.
I was like, yeah, you seen Broadway and movies and stuff. Okay, not the number one thing I gotta do. And you have a dream. You have to what? Protect it.
True.
Just like Pursuit of Happiness. Wilson said, you have a dream, protect it.
Yep.
Because people will pray against you.
They will. Everybody doesn't want to see everybody win. That's an unfortunate reality.
People will pray against you.
They will.
But the thing about it is,
they think the reason they do it is because they believe in limitation, lack, and failure. They believe if you're in the spot, they can't get to the spot. They don't believe there's enough for everybody, and there is.
And you ask Elec, why do you bring people on stage? I do that because I want want people to make it and say, you know what, Elec opened up a door for me. He put me on stage, and this one lady seen me the way I looked, and she put me on a commercial, and I got $100 million contract. And that's because that one lady seen you. Wow. She wasn't even looking at Elec. She was looking at you.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that it doesn't matter.
Deep.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can have a celebrity on the show, and the celebrity put on his page, and then BET said, "Man, I like the way he looks. Can you come do the red carpet for us a bit?"
Right.
You just don't know,
You don't know.
You don't
You're
know.
right. You're
so
right.
saying all to say, you don't know who somebody is.
You're right.
And you don't know what people can do for you. So treat people like you want to be treated.
Yes.
So period.
Love it. Is that your mom there?
That's my mom.
Vicki Johnson Hogan. She said, "I'm so proud of you." I got the pleasure of meeting your mom the other day.
Uh-huh.
She was at the event.
Oh, okay.
I was going to interview her, but she said, "I got to go see my baby." She
Oh,
said, "I don't
Lord
got
have
time
mercy.
for an interview. I got
Don't
to go."
nothing come before. Oh, it's so. I love my mom. My mom will just. I like I said. Shout out to my mom. I love
Shout
you,
out to
mom.
her.
We got a big family.
Wonderful lady.
My mom has a lot of sisters. Our family's big.
Yes.
And we're close. And me and my mom was talking today. She said, "Elec." She said, "Elec, I have haters." She's like, "You have haters." She said, "Just who cares?"
Right.
She said, "What God got for you can't nobody do nothing." So that's who you, like. My mom is. And me and my mom go back and forth because we're so much alike. That's where the love comes from.
I love it.
Because
Yep.
my
There's
mom
a
will
bond.
speak to anybody. We're not from here.
Yeah.
We're not from Kent. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We're from
Yep.
Steubenville, you know what I'm saying? Ohio,
Yep.
Ohio Valley, Smithfield, that down Wheeling area. We're
Yep.
not from here, but we lived here for so. My mom married my stepfather, George Hogan, who's a McKinley grad.
Okay.
First black sheriff of Jackson Township, Stark County, you know what I'm saying? So, and I've been here for a while, you know what I'm saying, back and forth, but
Yep.
we're not from here. So it's hard sometimes when you want to feel like you want to be accepted, but me and my mom are both the same. We don't
care.
We keep pressing.
I love it.
No matter what.
That's a great lesson. Keep pressing is a great lesson. We have to do it. Shout out to Tony Watson out here. That's another guy.
Hey,
I see
Tony,
him live
that's
too.
that's my brother. And thinking of Tony, the reason why I'm on Pieces of a Dream tour is because he pushed. They needed a percussionist, and they came and see me at one of our shows. Tony's traveling the world. He hasn't stopped flying even when the pandemic hit.
Really?
He was still going.
Wow.
But see, Tony's more than just a sax player.
Yeah.
He's a businessman.
Oh, okay.
And people don't understand.
They don't
that.
understand
Hey, are you and that Watson kid still on tour together? Yeah. Me and Tony been around the world. I've been on tour. We've been on tour together for 5 years.
amazing.
He's been on tour for 13 years with Pieces of a Dream.
That's
so shout out to Tony.
amazing.
But he's a businessman first.
Yeah.
No, father first. He loves
Okay,
his children.
yes.
Businessman, then musician.
Been a musician.
See, people don't understand. They think he's just this great sax player. Nah. Y'all
It's
don't know
more than
Tony
that.
yet. Y'all don't know him yet. Y'all might. Yeah, he grew up in Canton, born and raised, went to
Played
Hartford.
McKinley, did all
Played
that,
me- yeah,
right?
did everything. But he's more than a musician. He's a businessman. He's my big bro. And we went to the motherland together. We went to Africa
That's
together.
amazing.
It's just amazing. But shout out to Tony.
Tony
I love
is
him.
so talented. When I just pull up clips of him playing, I can feel it through the phone. It's like
Plays for his mom. That's what he does. God rest his soul.
Wow.
Anytime we do this number called Anywhere You Are, he hits this real high note on the tour, and he plays for his mother. Period. Point blank.
wow.
There's nothing else to talk about. Anytime he steps on stage, I know my brother like the back of my hand. When he grabs that saxophone, he's playing for his mother.
Amazing.
Period. And his father, Mr. Watson,
Yes,
is
yes,
one of the
he's
goats of
historic,
Canton.
right.
He's historic.
As a
Mr.
musician,
Watson and
yes,
Canton,
yes.
if you know musician, he's
So many
he's
people
one of the
learn from
goats.
him, yes.
But Tony, when he plays, he's playing for his daughter. He's playing for his mother. And I guarantee he would back me up and say, yes, Elec is 100% right. I know my bro.
So powerful. Shout out to Tony Watson. If you guys don't know who he is, check him out. Incredible musician. Again, I haven't had the pleasure of seeing him live, but I can't wait to. Tony, let me know where you're going to be at, wherever. I'll come, I mean? If I need to fly to the motherland, whatever. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Give me a ticket, you know what I mean?
Oh, we'll be in Akron the 28th. Yeah, we
listen.
come back. We do Chicago, then we do Akron.
All right, well, I need
Akron.
to be there. All right,
Yeah.
well, on the 28th, I'll be there. Got to see it. I'm super excited about it. Shout out to Kitty Peterson. I saw him.
Oh, KP.
He had made a comment here earlier. He said, what God has for you can't no man take from you.
Oh, man. All these people. I'm sorry, Luke. I'm sorry.
No, please do. Kitty.
All these people,
Right?
have who's chiming in right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Kenny's still on. Was that old? Is he on still, Amanda?
I think he's still here.
And it's man, from Tony to Chris Downing
Yeah.
to Kenny Peterson to Coach Palmisano. When the pandemic hit, my world stopped. I gave up on a lot of things.
And so many things that you were engaged with,
So many
stopped, it just got
stopped.
sucked away from you. There was
Stop.
nothing you could do about
And
it.
the money target, what I was
Yes.
going to make was going to be great.
Yep.
Kenny is my neighbor. He lives right above me. He's blessed me. He's handed me cash
Wow.
and said, "Here, little bro, don't worry about it."
Wow.
Yeah, I'm saying it on
That's
here.
so
But see, people
powerful.
don't do that, Luke. People
They don't do that.
They're not real because they want you to think you got everything.
Yes.
Forget that.
Yes.
I paid a lot of things off. Paid stuff up. I was like,
Yep,
okay, I
I'm
got
good.
stuff coming up, and then everything shut down. Kenny, Tony Watson has cash. Chris Downing. I don't care.
Wow.
I'm a human
That's
being,
so good.
and I'm telling the truth. So without Kenny, I wouldn't be able to eat one of them months.
Wow.
That was it. I was gonna have to go play on the street of Cleveland because I was waiting for checks
Wow.
that were back.
That were owed.
That
and
were
people
owed, that
are
were-
shutting their offices down, so
that were
nobody's able to
back.
process stuff, and they holding on to their cash because they don't know what's
Come
coming
on,
next
man.
for them.
Come on, man. And
Wow.
if I'm lying, God is my witness right now. If Kenny Peterson was here, he would say, no, he's exactly right. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if he's still on. I don't know if Tony's still on.
Yeah,
They
Tony's
both
still
helped
on.
me.
Yep.
They both helped me. And and there's people that's watching. This is live, so people
Yeah.
are like, Alec, man, don't tell your business. I don't care.
You got to tell the story. People
I
need
don't
to
care.
know
I'm telling the story.
Yes.
That's what, they're my brothers, and they helped me out a lot. And now I'm able to give back and help other people. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
they help. I don't know.
This is
Move on.
important. No. This
Move
is
on. I'm sorry, you had the
education.
wrong person.
I know this is the guy I wanted. This is what we want.
I don't-
Education, motivation, liberation. If we don't educate people about the truth, they can't get free. If we don't motivate them to do something different, they'll never be free. If we don't give them the opportunity through liberation by telling the truth, it gives somebody the opportunity. That's what this is all about. We don't come on here. We are about positivity, but we have to get through it by going through the story. And so the reality is there were moments, and this is the thing that we miss, is that there are times when we are called to hand that money over, send that cash app, do that thing. We're called to do it. He's actually reaping something he's sown because he's sown so much love. He's put so many people on. He's made other people make money that God was just like, what you did, those treasures on earth that you were willing to give up, I've been storing up for you, and I'm just giving it back. And then guess what? Kenny and Tony and all those people are going to be blessed too.
Listen.
So now they're going to be looking around like blessings and blessings and blessings are coming their way. It's a cycle.
It's a cycle,
of blessings,
man.
and that's what God wants.
And that's what God. And I think it's funny. Kenny just posted something to his Instagram today. Was Pursuit of Happiness. Which is one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
Will Smith, he killed it. Like he said,
did a
you have a
great
dream,
job.
protect it.
Yep.
Don't ever let nobody tell you something you can't do something. When people say they can't do something, that means they can't do it. It's funny because when I got a vent, I vent to him. Him, Lamar. You know what I'm saying? I just
Yeah.
Chris Down. You know what I'm saying? So people like, I don't gotta lie. I don't have to lie to Lucas Tinsley. I can tell Lucas, hey, look, this is what's going on.
Yep.
I'm struggling with this, or hey, I said this to somebody. Hey, man, how you think I should handle this? Because I kind of got out of line and got mad because this one contract they didn't want to pay me what I was worth, and I said I think I burned a bitch. I'm not trying to make you think that I'm this guy on the Cavs court. Yes,
Right.
I'm on
You're on
TV
the
a
Cavs.
lot.
You are.
I'm on TV a lot.
Yes.
A lot of people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I'm not trying to make you think I'm this guy.
Right.
That everything is
Perfect every day.
no, man. You
Right.
picked the wrong one to have on your show. You want the truth? Y'all can call Amanda. Y'all want to call somebody else?
No.
Y'all want me to leave?
We're bringing it
Because
back
you
to
had me on
tomorrow.
there. I'm going to tell the truth. People going to get off here like, man, I'm like, bro, you told your whole, I don't care. I'm set free.
Yes.
I'm free. You're free.
The truth
You're
sets you
I'm free.
free.
I'm just free.
Yes.
There's nothing to lie about. There's
There's
nothing to lie. I'm
nothing to hide,
free.
right? Yes.
Y'all got to worry about that. Y'all got secrets right now that you were going to bed. I'm just telling
Yes.
it. Man, let me.
Don't
Listen,
go anywhere.
listen.
Don't let him move. Amanda, tackle him if he's trying to run about. Don't let him go.
Amanda Dukes,
Don't let him go. Shout out
You're
to
behind the
Amanda
camera.
Dukes.
You're behind you're the producer.
She's keeping this show flowing, keeping everything going.
Hey,
She'll
you're
let
the
you leave. She'll trip you and drag you back or something. She ain't gonna let you go. Shout out! I saw Toriano made a comment there. I can't see all the comments, but some of them are popping up there. We see you guys. Mark Bigsby, shout out to you guys.
Mark.
Thank you guys for your love. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for sharing this broadcast. And if you know somebody who missed the first half of this, you need to reach out to them and be like, y'all need to go back and watch that replay because this is going to set somebody free. It's not about us. It's not about me. It's not about views. It's about lives changed. Success are the people you help, right? And this truth that Elec is sharing is not something people see. See, when you see him on stage and drumming and you see the posts and the pictures, you may miss the story behind the story. And while he's transparent,
that's deep.
there's always a story behind the story. And I remember you called me. I called you. I needed something. It was late one night. We were texting, I think, and it was around the time that May date, right? It was around that time, and he was opening up so transparently, and I felt honored. And I always tell people this: I feel honored when people open up their lives to me. I feel blessed that God might use me in that moment to help shed some light on the situation or give them some insight. And you were talking about it, and you're like, man, people don't know how down I am. You're like, everything I thought I knew I had, I planned, everything is stopped. It is, I don't know which way to go or what to do exactly right now. I'm losing myself, right? And it was a process of dying. He was literally, in a sense, dying. But out of death comes a new life. It is a rebirth, right? People are talking about being born again. They ain't even ready to die.
Wow.
You can't be born again if you're not ready to die. What is it, born again? You ain't ready to die.
Wow.
People want to get dunked in some water and come up
Wow.
wet and think they born. That ain't it.
Wow.
It's that willingness to die to who you are, who people think you are. That willingness to say, I don't care anymore about what people think about me. I'm going to be who God created me to be. And that's it. At the end of the day, people like it, love it, take it, leave it. That's their free will choice. It's all good.
Can I say something real fast?
Yes,
and and I'm not, and he's sitting right here, but an hour or 2 hours ago, I said, I'm a man of my word. I'll be there, bro, to do the show. I was like, my mental, I was like, he
texted me this. True
I was like,
today.
I'm battling with something right now. Just, you know what I'm saying? That's stress level wise. And I was like, I'll be there. I was like, I'll be there.
And I said, don't worry. I said, Elec, if you can't come, I respect you. Don't worry about it. Your mental health is more important than the show.
What'd I say?
And he said, I'm a man of my word. I'll be there. And through the rain and the storm, and it was going down, he literally came flying in through the rain. And he's here in my house. We're live in my house.
Lucas brought me a bath towel downstairs.
They had to bring him a bath towel.
A gray bath towel. I was soaked. Beard was dripping, everything. But thank you for having me, man. And thank you. I want to, can you, this sneaker, I'll be emceeing this Sneakerville thing with DJ KOB. He'll be DJing. I'll be emceeing this with for the Sneakerville thing at the Hartville Kitchen, July 17th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it's young entrepreneurs selling shoes.
When is it? Is that this Saturday?
July 17th.
July 17th. Coming up in a few weeks.
Coming up a few weeks at Hartville Marketplace, flea market. It's just young entrepreneurs selling shoes, and it's a great thing. And this, and I'll be emceeing this right here. The flyers right here, Sneakerville. July 17th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Just helping the community out once again.
Make sure you guys check that out. I think I saw this somewhere. Sneakerville, Ohio. It's the premier sneaker festival in Northeast Ohio, providing covered outdoor space for vendors and attendees to buy, sell, and trade some of the most sought-after sneakers on the planet. You guys make sure you check this out. Again, Saturday, July 17th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Elec will be out there in Hartville. If you haven't been out to the Hartville Marketplace, you need to go out there and see that anyway. Right. It's amazing, great space.
John Menser, John's and try to, everybody, everybody's awesome. Doing great things. Like, with Steve with his thing, with John, Lucas, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kenny Peterson opened up a whole nother store. You know what I'm saying? It's just amazing, Tony. And then, like my boy, Legit Smith, he's my bro, you know what I'm saying? But I don't talk to Kenny, I don't talk to Legit every day, I don't talk to Tony every day. But they know deep down inside when they text me or they call me, I'm gonna call them right back. Yep. Same thing with you. We don't talk all the time. But you text me, say, Elec, I need you. Okay, I'm there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just shout out to all my friends who's doing great things. And shout out to Canton for loving me. For those of you who do love me in the city, I know I'm not from your city, but thank you for accepting me and my mom.
Absolutely.
And thank you for accepting me. And I'm just gonna keep doing me. I'm sorry if I don't say the things that y'all want me to say and be the way y'all want me to be. I'm just going to keep being me, and I love you all. And
that's what it's all about. Elec, I love it. That's what it's all about. Amanda is telling us where we need to go next. I think we're going to go to a commercial break, and then we're going to come back and wrap it up. All right.
Amanda G.
Dukes behind the scenes running Lucas live. So glad to have her back on the team. She's back full time.
We can't turn the camera off.
I know. We need to turn around. She's making things happen. She got the lights, cameras, action.
I'm embarrassing her. Look at her.
She's hiding.
Ain't nobody gonna do that.
They can't see you. They don't know. She's back there. I know she is. She's gonna take us to our commercial break. Stay tuned. We're gonna wrap this thing up. Thank you guys so much. Check out these commercials. Support our sponsors.
Are you having a hard time finding the time to clean your car? Or how about the furniture that hasn't been cleaned since you bought it? Pristine Steam Wash of Canton, Ohio offers mobile steam cleaning services such as auto detailing, furniture and upholstery, area rugs, restaurant kitchens, and general steam cleaning services. For more information and to schedule your appointment, go to www.pristinesteamwash.com or call or text 330-704-6867. Pristine Steam Wash. They don't just clean, they clean with benefits.
The sun is out and it's the perfect time to start preparing your lawn. Spending time outside with family is a must this year, so that means more upkeep for your yard. Let L&G's Landscaping take care of or renovate your lawn. While they specialize in larger lawn care, you can see a full description of services by visiting their Facebook page at L&G's Landscaping or message them to book an appointment or to get a free estimate. Don't wait. Book with L&G's Landscaping today.
Shout out to our great sponsors again, Pristine Steam Wash. Shout out to Aaron Dukes, husband of Amanda Jean Dukes, who makes this show happen. Aaron Dukes and Pristine Steam Wash. If you want your car detailed, it's mobile car detailing. He comes to you. He also does upholstery and furniture and other things. Check them out at pristinesteamwash.com. Great supporter of this show, always has been. That's my guy. Shout out to Aaron and everything he's doing. Somebody out there, it's summertime. Somebody's car just got rained on and you need to get it cleaned up for something coming up the 4th or something. I don't know what you got going on. Or classic cars. If you have a classic car, know somebody with a classic car. He recently did a classic car. I know they have these car shows and other stuff. You know somebody that wants somebody to clean their car without harsh stuff that's gonna mess it up. Aaron Dukes has got to go to. Check him out at Pristine Steam Wash. And shout out to my guy Leo Howard, L&D's Landscaping. He takes care of my yard. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to touch it. I don't have to have my wife looking at me funny because I ain't got out there because I'm on here doing shows. My man Leo Howard comes here in his custom-made rider. He done souped it up like Tim Allen on Home Improvement. And he come out here and zip through my yard.
We went to college together.
Is that right? Yeah, that's what I do.
I've known Leo for a long time. I've been known for a long. We went to school together. Went to college. That's my guy.
Great guy. Great guy. So you guys check him out, Leo Howard, L&D's Landscaping, for your landscaping needs, spring cleanup, whatever. He did our mulch. He'll do whatever you need. Check him out. All right, we're gonna land this plane. We want to thank you guys again for everything. Elec, I'd like for you to give some closing words if you don't mind. Just some thoughts. If you could educate, motivate, or liberate, or all three. Just something to tell people. You've shared so much here today, so much insight, so much love. If you could leave people with one last thing, and you could take your time, what would you say?
Can I say two short things?
You could say 5 things if you want to.
The first.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Amanda's holding up a thing. I couldn't see. The lights are blinding, and she's holding up a piece of paper. I'm like, I don't know.
Did you see me look up? I was like this. I thought it was like a script I had to read. I was like this.
I was going to do it though.
You know me. I was ready.
He's on the go.
I was ready to go. What is
our
say?
Community number? We want you guys to join our text community.
Amanda, Dad, gone.
Text community. Join our text community by texting live to 330-583-6111. We'd love for you guys to join our text community. Don't worry, it's not a group text. It's not trash. It's positive stuff. You guys are going to get insight about the show and giveaways and prizes and deals from our sponsors, discounts, whatever we have to offer. You're going to get it by being a part of our community text group. You just text live to 330-583-6111. You click the link that comes. You fill out some basic information. I promise we won't spam you. It's just me and Amanda. We'll be the ones reaching out. Please consider joining our text messaging group. All right. She held that up. She has signs and stuff. I got it. I'm figuring out. I think I saw my man Rob. Was Rob on there? And then shout out to Aaron again.
What is that?
Sexy Rob. Oh, he's clapping and showing love. Shout out to Sexy Rob. We gotta get you back on. Mark Bigsby. Shout out to him.
I love Mark too, man. I love Mark. Mark, what's up, Mark?
And again, Aaron. Shout out to Aaron Dukes. Again, was there. Tyler Thatcher. Great stuff. All right.
Awesome.
Alex, so what's three things. You were just going to give some education, motivation, liberation, whatever you got. Share with people.
To leave.
Closing message.
Closing message. Number one, and this is for you, and this is for everybody out there. I'm gonna go number one. This is number one for me. Always remember, nobody is gonna support your movement until it's moving.
Woo! People can't support the thoughts in your mind. They need to see some forward progress.
They're gonna see.
Get on the train
I seen that one. Once your movement starts moving, Lucas Tyndale, you're gonna have a lot of people wanting to be executive.
I love it.
But Amanda been down
Yeah.
From you know what I'm saying.
We're gonna get her on this side of the camera.
Yes,
She's doing
yes.
news and
Yeah.
we're doing some shows.
I'll switch.
So
I can do the levels.
You can come help us out on that side because I get Amanda gonna have to come on this side a little bit more. That's what we work.
That one right there, people's not gonna work with your movement until it's moving. Always remember that, people out there. And last but not least, I can't say this enough. Your biggest hater is not a stranger.
Wow.
It's not. It's somebody that you know. It's somebody that's around you. Somebody that knows your story. So keep your
chills right there.
Keep your dream.
This is close.
Keep your dream. Keep it on lock and protect it, just like Will Smith said. Yeah. I protect my stuff now. Like I said, after May 29th, and I hate talking about it, but I'm only going to do. I only talked about it because Luke had me on the show.
I appreciate
it.
I
put May 29th and I threw it in the ocean, but it gives me. I just hated that day. It was just bad. I just hated the whole thing about it. Yeah. And I just hated it. But I had to talk about it. But just keep me in your prayers. Everybody out there, I'm Elec. I'm normal. I'm a normal guy. Thank you for coming to say hello with the Cavs game, and I'm getting ready to go back on tour here in a couple weeks. Getting ready to be in the air. So keep me and Tony and all of us in your prayers as we travel the world and entertain people, and just I love you all and thank you for supporting me. The ones that do support me, and just be real with yourself and know that mental health is real. It's not nothing fake. It's nothing to play around with, because I've had it and I'm still struggling with it sometime. You know what I mean? Yeah. But just keep me in your prayers. I'm just being honest. I'm an open book. I don't hide nothing, because you only get one life. I don't want to leave this earth and say, man, I should have told y'all this.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I love it.
So,
Elec, thank you so much again for being our guest here today.
Thank you.
This is a special. We've never done anything like
this. I'm sorry
here.
for changing up y'all's whole thing. I made y'all bring the table out.
Elec, he did all kinds of stuff. He helped produce the show today. He was like, why don't we do a table? Why don't we do this?
I messed it up. Luke's like,
Elec,
just
sit
we
down.
Zoom, right?
We was going to do it.
Be live.
We was going to be at Centennial Plaza. That didn't quite work out, and then it stormed. And then I was like, we're just going to do it virtual. He was like, man, I can just come through. I'm like, yeah, we got some space. We're going to figure it out. I called Amanda, texted Amanda, like, Elec want to come through. She like, how we going to do it? I'm like, I don't know. That's your job. And she did. She was like, it took her about 3 minutes. That's all it took. In 3 minutes, she had it all worked out.
I'm sorry, man. I was like, I wonder if we can just do it. Like, let's just do it in house. Right. So you never did it like this before.
We've never. I've never had anybody at my house doing shows. I don't trust everybody. Season 2 is real.
All right, well, I'm gonna go make me a sandwich.
You're about to make yourself at home. Put his feet up. Make yourself comfortable. Glad to have him here.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love y'all.
It was a pleasure. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. Make sure you guys support our sponsors. Check this out. If you know somebody who missed this episode, call them, text them, share it, send it in your messenger. Do whatever you got to do. Let people know that this is something that could change their lives. Again, please text live, just the word live. Really, you could text any word to 330-583-6111 to become a part of our community. The number's right there for you guys. Amanda's behind the scenes and typing stuff on the screen and all kinds of stuff. So please join that. That will give you more insight. We may even have an opportunity to share when Elec and they're here at the Akron Civic Theater, some things that maybe you want to keep up on and know about. We're going to use that community to share positive information, positive news, and more things to come. Next week, we have Steve Beatty, Chef Steve Beatty. Will be here virtually, I think, unless he shows up. He's been here, too, before. He did show up at my house one day taking pictures. He's like, I'm going to do a photo shoot for you. He did that, too. But check out Steve Beatty and Pop Secret, his spices. Don't wait. Get them so you can talk about them next week, so you can be talking about it when we're talking about it and having some great meals. Again, we want to thank everybody for your love and support. Make sure you like and subscribe to Lucas Live Media, and we promise to keep bringing you guys education, motivation, and liberation. Everybody, have a great day.